Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Sita Astuti. My ID number 2019-6036. I'm from TV Ayuan. So yeah, I would like to presentation to you about the rule of phonology or persodic. For the first one is phonological rules, or the rules of phonology are part of speaker knowledge of the language. The phonemic representations are minimally specified because some features or feature value are predictable. For example, in English, all nasal consonants are voiced, so we don't need to specify voicing in the phonemic. Feature metrics are nasals. Similarly, we don't need to specify the feature around non-low back vowels. And then the function of the phonological rules in a grammar is to provide the phonetic information necessary for the pronunciation of utterance. Assimilation rules is a vowel nasalization in English, a rule that makes boring segment more similar by copying and spreading phonetic properly for one segment to the others. Assimilation is when a sounds become more like a neighboring sounds with respect to some phonetic properly. For the second is filtering changing rules. The assimilation and dissemination rule we have seen may all be talk of a filtering changing rules. Some filter changing rules as neither beginning of a syllable simply adds and not distinctive feature. Generally, aspiration occurs only if the following vowel in a stretch. Feature changing rules remember that P and B and all such symbols are simply cover symbols that do not reveal the phonemic distinctive. Okay, the third is dissimilation. Dissimilation is a rule where two close or adjacent sounds become less alike with respect to some property. Fifth and sixth come to be pronounced as if they were spelled fifth and sixth. Okay, the fourth is segment insertion and deletion rules. Phonological rules may add or delete entire segment. The process of inserting a consonant or vowel is called appetensis. Segment insertion and deletion rules, we often delete the unstretched vowel that are shown in bold type in words. The five ways is movement or metasize rules. Phonological rules may also reorder sequence of the phonemes, in which case they are called metathesis rules. For some speakers of English, the word ask is pronounced ask, but the word asking pronounced asking in this case, as metathesis rule reorders the S and K in a certain context. In all English, the first was accent. The function of phonological rules in a grammar is to provide the phonetic information necessary for the pronounce of utterance. We may illustrate the point in the following way. The function of phonological rules, the input and rules in the phonemic presentations. The P rules apply to phonemic strings algebraic as output. The phonetic presentations, the application rules in the way is called derivations. For example, the word themes in phonemical themes as shown by the pronunciation tempest and tempest, but phonetic pace. The rule apply to it the abbreviation rules, the vowel nasalization rules, and scar rules, we can derive the phonetic from the phonemic representations as follows. Okay, for the last slide is persodic phonology. It is the theory of the way in which the flow of speech, the organization into a finite set of the phonology units. It is also, however, a theory of interaction between phonology and the component of the grammar. A syllable has a structure. This syllable consists of obligation constituent nucleus, which is a vowel or a syllabic consonant, and two optional constituents, onset and coda, both of which are consonants. For example, plain, P and L as onset, and the A as nucleus, and then the N, T as coda or the last alphabet in the word. I think enough for my presentation. Terus I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.